Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video, I will talk about uh, map flat to int, right? So in previous video, I was talking about map flat to double. So here I will talk about map flat to int. So what does mean by that? So how this API, stream API will help you. So let's say what happens is when you have two array list, okay, and there is a third array list which will add both the array list, right? So if you print this array list, what it would be the output? It would be list within a list, right? So if I run this, let me show you the output. Focus on the first output. Look at here, it is like one bigger list, and inside that you have two lists. So you can see that this is one integer list and then this is another integer list. So now this stream API has given us the way where we can map two list into a single list, right? By you, let's say if the list is of type integer, we can map by using flat map to int. So how this works is, you know that when you call list.stream, what is the return type? Yes, return type is going to be the stream of integer, right? What is the return type? A stream of integer. This is a return type because that's what the data you have in your list system, right? Correct. So why it is complaining? Okay, I did one mistake, because it is a stream of list of integer, right? When you make list.stream, right? Because if you look at here, what is the type of this list? The type of this list is list, and within a list there is one more list, right? So when you actually call a stream on this, you will get a stream of list integer, correct? Now this stream has a method called flat map to int dot flat map to int. So look at here, when you click on this method and when you press Ctrl and go inside this method, look at here, the input type of this method flat map to int, it is int stream. The input type is a int stream, right? And if you want to read the Java documentations, yes, you can go and you can read this Java documentations. Otherwise you can go to the Oracle site and you can go for Java 8 stream API. You can just type Java 8 stream API, it will give you all this API, right? But mostly when you just read the theory, you will not understand. How you will understand? When you will do a code. So as I said, this takes int stream. Internally it takes int stream. So what does mean by int stream? So like this flat map to int will take one more stream of type int stream, right? So if you focus here, this stream has one more list, and we know that on the list we can call the stream. So to explain you, let's say this is my list. Can I call a stream on this list? Right, I can call a stream of the list, and the return type which I will get here, it will be quite different than what I have here. So if I copy paste here and if I will make a stream 2, will it work? No, it will not work. This will give me compile time error. The reason being is, here I am calling on the list, right? So when I am calling on the list, your one list will get converted to the stream and it will come like this, a stream of integer. You can see that, right? This is the difference. When you have list within a list and when you have only list, here you will get a stream of integer, which is nothing but the collections of object, which is nothing but a stream of integer. Now this is another stream. Clear till here? Let's say if I have to write one int stream, let's say if I have to write one int stream, how I will write? This is the int stream. You can see that this is the int stream. So I will write here int stream is equal to, now go inside the int stream. When you go inside the int stream, it's a function, right? And it has lot of method inside that. If you go inside that, it has lot of method in the int stream, right? Map to long, map to double. So there are lot of methods inside. Now if I write one function here, okay, if I'll write one function here, so if you'll go flat map to int, so this basically this extends int stream, but the type, if you look at here type, see it extends the int stream. So by default your function is going to be int stream, right? By default your functions is going to be int stream. Now let me write one function. So let me don't write int stream, let me write one function here, function. So function here, functions, what it will do, it will take here integer, right, and it can process and it can return the data. So when you write basically functions, so how do you write? You write text integer, process the data, and again produce the integer. That's how you write, right? And you know that functions will take only one argument because this is just a function. So it will take like this, and then it's up to you what you want to do with the function. So you can just do a into 2. So that's how you write a function. So why I'm writing the functions, there is a concept which I wanted to cover here, right? That's how you write a functions, correct? That's how you write a functions. Now this is your functions, right? Now let's say if you go to flat map to int, here your actually the function should be of type int stream, right? Function should be of type int stream, which means, now let me remove this, which means I need to write one functions inside this, okay, which will return int stream, correct, which will return int stream. So what I did basically, if you look at, when you say list.stream.flat map to int, and when you say x, so what is this x? The x is nothing but it will fetch the data from this list one by one. So what is the inside this list? It's a list of integer, right? So can I perform a stream on this? So same thing I'm doing, that x.stream. You can see that x.stream, that's what I have explained you here. So this is the list you can call a stream, right? Same I'm calling a stream here, that is the reason I covered this, right? And why I have written the function, so that you can correlate like how we write here functions. So x from that list of actually integer convert into a stream, and then there is a method called map to int. So the map to int, basically what it will do, it will map your data into an integer. So whatever your stream, so here what you have, here you have a stream of object, right? This a stream of object, it's a collections of object you wanted to map into the integer. So for that, this stream has a method called map to int. So map to int, it will take a functions. So if you look at here, I have written here functions, two int functions. So if you go inside the map to int, basically it takes, you can look at here, it takes two int function. Okay, when you call map to int, it will accept two int function. So when you go this two int function, these functions, when you just press control click on two int functions, it has apply as int. There is only one method which will accept the data and it will return always integer. Okay, apply as int. So the same thing when you actually write the implementations like this, okay, a arrow mark a, which means it will take the integer and I'm returning the same integer, nothing else, guys. Okay, and here I don't need to write parenthesis because it has only one argument, and this guy is the implementations of your apply as int method. This is the apply as int, you know, this is the unimplemented method, and the implementations is whatever you have written here. So I just wrote outside, just I wanted to explain you the same thing. I don't need to write outside, as I have given n number of example, and whenever you watch my video, please follow a sequence, otherwise you might not be able to understand. I can just do like this, that is also fine, nothing will happen. So okay, let me create another variable because x I'm already using it. So I can write same thing here also, Okay, I'm just mapping integer to integer because this is of type integer, so I don't have much problem here. I can map it. So actually when you map it, okay, let me remove this. When you map to the integer, if you look at what is the return type of map to int, so press control, click on map to int. The return type is a int string. Okay, return type is a int stream. So here basically it will return int stream. So this is your int stream. Now from this int stream, so what I did, the two list I merged into a single one and I got integer stream data. From that stream I want a new list, right? How do I do that? From that stream I want a new list, fresh list. So on this int stream there is a method called boxed. Okay, dot boxed, you can call this. So when you call this method dot boxed and when you press control go inside the boxed, this will give you a stream of integer, right? What it will give you? It will give you a stream of integer. So basically from int stream you have converted to the stream of integer. Okay, and why we have converted I will tell you. So once I will convert this, let's say this is boxed. So the reason being is once you'll convert this, right, you got a stream, right? Now once you have a stream, you can do dot collect. Okay, and when you do dot collect, you can write here collectors, which is Java util stream package dot to list. Okay, so whatever I have written I have just broken into different lines, right? But I was doing that the same thing. So whatever two line I have written here, I did the same thing here. So boxed method is very important. It will give you the corresponding stream of integer. So when this is double stream, you will get corresponding stream of double, right? That's how the box will work, boxed will work. Clear guys? Got it? Right? Concepts are clear. Now when I will do to list, this will give me a fresh list, and now if I will run this, you can see that whatever you had this list, right, this got mapped to the flat map. Okay, this is the flat map of type integer. So this is like flat list. The two list got merged to a single list and you have a flat list now, right? We'll see that the second example, hoping that the concept is clear. Guys, only small suggestion is whenever you are watching the functional Java 8 feature video, okay, please make sure that one thing is you are following the sequence. Okay, the second thing is you are writing the code in the Eclipse, otherwise you will never get a confidence. Okay, to be very honest. So if you look at here, there is a student class which I always refer because this method I always use that. So we'll go to the student class. There is a method called get list of students, and if you look at here, basically this will give you the list of a student object, and a student has name and age, right? So basically it returns the list. Method is static in the nature and it will give you the list of a student object, right? Now once you have the list of a student object here, right, in the list one what you have list of a student object, and I'm creating one more list. This will also give me a list of a student object. I am adding both list of a student object into a third list. So my third list will take list of a student object as an input, right? So you can see that both the list I have added into the third list. Now when I add it into the third list, again I can call list.stream. So here the return type I will get a stream of list of a student, right? And when I do flat map to int, so I'm going to both this student list I'm going to map into a single list. So when I'll say flat map to int, and you know that here your input type should be of int stream, right? So what you do when you say flat map to int, and since you have a stream, and I have shown in my previous video, this will give you till here the stream will give you a stream of list of a student, right? Then a stream has one more list. So when a stream, from the stream, when you get data one by one, so one by one what this x will get, what the x will get one by one this list of a student object. Okay, list of a student object one it will get. Then since this is the list, again I can call on that, I can call a stream, okay, because I'm converting this list into a stream. And then once I will convert into the stream, there is a method called map to int, okay, and this method map to int, what I want to map here. So when you go inside the list of a student object, you have a name and age. So I just want age, okay, I just want list of age. So if you look at my example here, y comma y dot get age. So why I have written like this, because once we are running the stream on this, so here when you run the stream and when you call this method map to int, here what y will get. So here y will get a student, it will not get list of a student, it will get a student. This guy was getting list of a student. Now since you are running the stream, on that stream you are running one more method, so internally again it will run one more loop, and on that stream, since it's a list of a student, one by one you will get a student. Now in this y you will just get a student, okay, in y you will get a student. And then since it is a student object, you can call get age. So when you will get age, this will get mapped to a int stream. It's a collections of age it will give you. And then again on the int stream you can call boxed method. Boxed will give you the a stream of integer, and since it is a stream of integer, you can collect collector dot toList, right? And when you print that, you can see that the all age, whatever the student age you will have, it will get collected, and you can see that the age is the entire age is getting printed, because this is list, right? When it is the set, when you let's say collect as a set, then this all duplicate will get removed. So from where age is coming, when you go to the list a student, see these are the age, right? So since it is the list, you can see that all data will get printed, whatever you are seeing that here, right? This all data, whatever this 40 50 30 20 10 10 10, and then again 40 50 30, because 2 times I have used the same list, right? That's how it is. Now look at the example number 3, guys. So here okay, so I don't have much difference here, okay, just I would like to show you something here. What I will do, it's the same example what I just told you. Instead of collections.toList, I will do here collections.toSet, and I will show you like how the output is going to be different. And the return type, yes, it will be the set of integer, it will not be list. And now if you run this, there is no change except then collector is different. See, you can look at here, you are getting that 50 20 40 10 and 30. So this will basically, you know, that set will always give you the unique data, right? So that's how map to int works, guys, okay. And I'm hoping that whenever you will get such kind of requirement in your project, you will be able to do that. So guys, this is my YouTube, and I have Udemy, and then this is my Facebook page. Thank you guys, thank you for watching this.